What is up, guys? Big Friendly Gamer here, or you can call me the BFG. And today I have for you ChampionsTCG. I'm going to explain all the abilities in the game. If you find it interesting and want to try it out, I have a referral code in the description below for you to sign up. If you do happen to purchase anything in-game, please use my code BFG, as it'll save you 10%. Let's get into the abilities. Right, let's get into creature abilities. First one we have here is Rush. Rush can attack as soon as it's summoned. If your creature does not have Rush, they are summoning sick and have to wait at least one turn before they can attack. This nullifies that, allows you to attack freely the first turn you summon it. This ability is called Fortify. This card gains HP equal to 3 times the amount of cards on the enemy field when summoned. That means it goes from being an 8/9 if there are 3 creatures on the opponent's side to an 8/18. This is incredibly strong in a couple of decks and can give you the big power you need to trade effectively. This ability is called Wildfire. When you play a card, deal 1 damage to a random enemy champion. That is every time you play a creature. So if you can play a few, maybe you can randomly shoot down some of those small creatures your opponent's been hiding. Now this ability is also a removal spell. It is called Inferno. Damage 2 random enemy cards and this card for 1/2/7 damage. So this card will hurt itself as well as 2 opponent creatures for a random amount of damage. Hopefully you can high roll and clear your opponent's board. This ability is called Raise Dead. Lose 6 life, then resurrect the top card in your graveyard. Most creatures, their abilities will activate as soon as they come back on the board. It's a nice way to get a little bonus on top of your big creature that you already summoned. Next ability is Earthquake. Earthquake damages all cards except for this one for 2 to 3 damage. Nice little semi-board wipe when you guys are trading very fairly in a game. Next ability I consider a good removal spell. Combustion. Deals 6 damage to any card or player. You lose 6 life. The 6 damage is versatile. If you're almost winning, burn their face. If they have a big creature, burn that creature. It's a nice way to use your life total as a resource to help remove something on their side. The next ability we have is called Zap. When this card enters the battlefield or attacks directly, 2 random enemy cards are damaged for 2. Any card that attacks this also gets zapped. So if you attack an opponent directly, it will deal 2 damage to 2 different creatures on their side of the board. If you attack this creature, add an additional 2 damage to the other creature the opponent controls. Pretty deep. Now, this one ability is called Shatter. And this, on death, summons 2 ice cubes. Now, ice cubes are 2 creatures that are 2/2 provoke creatures. So you get 2 creatures that are 2 toughness, 2 attack, and they are provoke, which means the opponent must target them or attack them. It's a nice way to slow down the game a little bit and trade in your favor. This next ability is Hydroblast. Deal 7 damage to any champion on the field with 7 or more HP. It's a nice little way to damage really big, strong creatures with little ones that you have in your deck. It can help you bounce back when the opponent makes a couple of big boys. The next ability we have is Tsunami. Deal 3 damage to any card on the field, then 1 damage to the rest of that field. So if you deal 3 to 1 creature, you do 1 to the rest of your opponent's creatures. It's a nice little semi-board wipe, or something that can finish off a bunch of little creatures all at once. It can come in handy when the opponent floods the board. Next ability we have is Psybeam. Swap the HP and attack of any card on the field, then increase the HP of this card by the difference. Do you have a 9/2 that you want to make a 2/9? Flip it around, gain 7 health on your creature. Do you personally have a 4/9 you want to make a 9/4 and swing for lethal? You can do that as well. It is a very good ability when used right. The next ability we have here is Provoke. Force the enemy to attack and target this card. Now, saying that it forces it to target this card, if you have other abilities, like for example Quantum Shift, which allows people to switch their creature for yours, they must target the provoked creature first. So it is actually a very nice protection for all your other creatures. The next ability we have is Greed. Greed allows you to draw one card, but if you have no other cards on the field, draw two. So it's very nice if you get it early on in the game. This next ability is called Life Bloom. It is a giving ability. Increase the HP of any card or player by 4. You can buff your creature's defense, or you can buff your own health total. It is nice and versatile. The next ability we have is Berserk. Whenever this card takes any damage, it gains 4 attack. So this card likes to trade into smaller things and get damage to start doing maximum damage. It's fun, and if you can provoke all of your creatures, let's say with Earthquake or a Tsunami, you can swing for large amounts of damage. The next ability we have is Retribution. On death, damage every card on the enemy side of the field for 4. This is a legit board wipe, however, you need to die in order to activate it. So it takes more than one turn to be able to activate. It's a little slow, but can help you in a pinch. This ability is called Guard. These creatures are immune to opponents' direct abilities targeting it. They are safe themselves, can only be attacked down. It's nice when your opponent is casting some crazy spells to destroy your board. The next ability we have here is Aegis. Immune to all damage, breaks the first time any damage is taken. Whether you do 1 damage or 20 to this creature the first time, does nothing. It's a nice way to have a creature that can protect itself and help you to be able to evolve quickly. Next ability is called Whirlwind. Whirlwind sends any card on the field back to the owner's hand. So any troublesome card, bounce it back. If you have an ability you like to use again, bounce your own card back. It can do many different things, and done right, can win you the game. And now, for this ability, we have Otherworldly. Buff all cards you control that match this card's element equal to the mana of this card. For example, this one right here costs 4 mana to cast. All of your water creatures will get +4/+4. Can come in real handy when your deck is all one element. Now this ability is Regrowth. On death, increase the HP of all your cards on the field by 3. Could come in handy if you have a full board and can trade this off efficiently. Now we have Curse. This ability reduces the attack and HP of any card on the field by 2. So it's a -2/-2 to any card on the field. If they go to 0 because of it, they're dead. It's a nice little removal, or helps you trade more beneficially. The next ability we have here is Soul Reap. When any other card dies, this card's attack and HP increase by 1. If you have a full board and your opponent has a full board, drop this bad boy down and start trading. Watch it stack up. It can get out of hand very quickly. Your opponent definitely will need an answer. This ability is called Windseeker. Target any card on the field, then move that card's next evolution from your deck to your hand. Draw if no valid evolution is found. So at worst it is a draw one. At best it will get you your next evolution phase for you to evolve your creature either that turn or next turn. It's a nice way to give yourself more advantage. This ability is called Equality. On death, heal the lowest health player for 12. Doesn't mean it's going to be you. This ability is called Bless. Increase the attack of any card in the field by 3. It's a nice way to boost your little creatures to trade effectively, or to try and win the game. Now, we have what most people would say is the most broken ability. Quantum Shift. Swap this card with an enemy card on the field. I get to take your strongest card for an average or below average card. Sounds like a fair trade to me. This last ability is called Hatch. I know, surprising, they're eggs. When Hatch dies, it will transform into a random creature. Can also evolve into any card of the same element. For example, this is a dark egg. If you have a 9 mana dark creature, you can evolve it on here for 1 mana. You just have to wait 1 turn and hope your 0/1 survives. Good luck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed learning about all these abilities. Let me know in the comment section which abilities you want to play around and which deck you want to try out.